Morning, guys. Hope you guys are having a good day today. We're about to open in about 30 seconds here. And here we go. CHNR going higher. See Gina's here. Capping up with a very strong volume here. CLDX dropping, still on watch here. Decent range on the pre-market hours, going lower. Probably catch a bounce there. OXY going higher. Gina's pulling back really hard. CHR looks like it might not hold the view app. Let's just give it a second there. Looks like the market is rolling over. Got JetBlue, GPS, Macys, CLD, Gina, CRC, everything dropping right now. APT dropping fast. Same thing with JetBlue. JetBlue dropping fast on GPS as well. Market rolling over right now. CHNR flagging in 5 minutes. Taking the high of the pre-market hour, we can see nice flag over there. Gina's holding. Going right back up. Hammer about to break the high of day. Going towards 450. Gina's. Right there. Gina's on the move. Oh, that's right. Gina's pulling back. OXY with higher numbers today. Alright, let me see something here. Looking a little interesting. Okay, and given the names I'm looking at, a minute front side of the moves are now in play now. There are many companies that do not show a great indication that they're going to do one thing or another. This market's been wild. Yesterday dropped almost 2,000 points. Today we're almost up like about 750 points this morning. This is crazy. Too wild. Too wild. Waiting for something here on JetBlue. Short sale restriction. Waiting for a bounce here on GNUS. OXY going towards the $20 mark. Waifu. All right, let's take a look at this one. CHNR. All right, here's where it's coming into play. Let's see. Be careful on this one. Be careful on this one. The PU app 458, way too high up there. OXY moving big. All right. Keeping an eye on this one. On this CHNR. See if he wants to shift over. Come right back up. Macys with a topping candle to 5. The range out of the gates this morning seems a little tricky. $425. Congratulations. Feel happy, man, for you. Okay. Let me go back here to check out Macys though. CHNR not yet ready. Not yet ready. So let me take a look at Macys. How we're moving, where people selling here. Ooh, 26,000 shares seller at 740. $738. $738 low here. CRC picking up. Very interesting daily formation. We spoke about this one. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, something like that. Macys keeps dropping. Reversal candle, 5 minutes with a big long legged doji right here. $50 simple moving average on the 5. Going down. $10,000 share bid. 730. Still coming down. Ooh, keeps dropping. Nice bear flag pattern on the 1 minute though. I gotta say, very interesting. Let me see here. Put it right here so you guys can see the picture later. I'm gonna be posting this picture on the group Discord. Nice pullback on Macys though. Keeps dropping here. Still people selling at 723. People setting orders right there. Gonna keep dropping though. $15,000 share seller at 725. Another bear flag pattern formation right here on the one, it seems. Our second possible bear flag pattern formation. Second possible bear flag pattern formation. Second possible bear flag pattern formation right here. 12,000 share seller, 724. Low of the flag, 722. 13,000 share sellers, 724. $15,000 share sellers, 724. You're holding it tight right there. There's more people trying to sell them than people want to buy. This is the reason why stocks go down. As we were talking yesterday. It's nothing to do about the shorts. It's just a matter of things. We're flagging there on a 1 minute time frame. Some people still trying to get a quarter towards the $7 mark. So 18,000 share sell 724. Flag in here. Flag holding tight. 724 goes. It's gonna drop. It's on 723s right now. See some 723s. Still holding it around there. And it's down. 23,000 share seller, 722. 20,000 shares, seller 721. There's a wall of sellers at 721. You guys should see this. 720 being absorbed with 35,000 shares. 720, 719. Oh, gee, man. Woo! I gotta take a picture of this so I can show it to you guys. Look at these levels here. Look at these levels on the level 2. You guys, I gotta be looking at this thing. Look at how it's being absorbed right there on the spot. 720. Gee, man, there's no support. Oh my god, I wish you guys are looking at this stuff. This is gonna go. Done deal. That one gapped down. That candle gapped down on the 1 minute because of the level of volume that it was actually being put into that one level there. A little bit of support coming in here. I don't know how long they're gonna hold it for. Because that area there had a lot of issues going down. There was somebody keeping that price there though. Somebody was getting sponged up. Look at that level 2 right there on that picture I just posted. It's crazy. So, you know, this was getting really tied up, absorbed on that spot. $17,000 share bid. 719. Holding around here. $42,000 bid. 718. Go. Look. Yeah, go. Close the door, please. Sorry about that. See a flag here. Flag. Still. Big bid, 718. Getting a little tiny bit of support around this flag over here. Okay, there's support coming in here. Another minute on the 5. Holding around here. Gotta check this 5-minute candle. So it looks like a morning star formation. Now it's switching off. So I was getting support right back up now. We're the sellers. We're the sellers. I had a small consolidation here. 725. 725. Step into 725 there. Hold up. Right, so Macys got the support right on that spot. 718. Decent reversal though, based on the 5 minutes right there. Very, very nice. Macys worked out very well yesterday. Today, same thing. Macys reversal trade. Pure gift. Right, so you were asking me about the colors. Let me just pull up that picture real quick to show you exactly what I'm talking about. If you look at level 2 on the last picture that I show on Macys, are you following through? You see on the ARCA there, NYC and BATS, on the bid, you got 4 levels up, 4 market makers on a price. There's a 2,800 share bid, 1,900 share bid, a 900 share bid, and a 700 share bid at the 720 price. Under that, you got the green color, only one level, 1,200 share, 719 price. Then under that, on the bid, you get 3 more market makers at 718. People putting orders at those prices. 718, only 3 market makers, actually 4. Nasdaq, VIX, Amex, and NXX at 718. But if you look at the ask, we got only 2 levels of resistance there. People selling on those prices, they were pushing the price down hard, which means that they're not gonna allow the price to go higher than that. They're selling strong at 718, 17,600 shares seller at 718. 19, and another at 719 at 300 shares. Under that green level, we got a 720, 6,100 shares, 6,100. And then we got everybody else sitting at 721. That's the blue, kind of navy, baby blue, whatever you want to call it, level at 19,900, so almost 20,000 shares. Then we got another market maker sitting with 11,000 shares. Then we got another market maker sitting with 10,600 shares. Then we got another market maker sitting with 7,000 shares. You see that? So that's the amount of people that are selling on those spots. The colors reveal the different levels where people want to sit, and then the numbers tell you the big or small of a order that they want to put through. Though, you following me? Nathan, wait. You gotta put your pants up. Flagging Macys flag, 1 minute time frame. Well, it might though. This is a bounce here. Like nothing goes down forever, nothing goes up forever. There's a cycle. So we got a flag here. High of the flag, 740. We got another doji here. Might end up going to 750 and continue on through there. Let's see what happens. But if not, we might end up having another reversal. But we gotta see. You look at a flag here. We got a little flag formation. But this could be a bull flag pattern formation right here at the break of 740. We got 739 right now. There's somebody selling 11,000 shares at 739. Would you be able to repeat that question for me? I don't understand the question though. What I'm trying to tell you is the amount of people that wanted to sell at that price, 7. You see the last picture that I'm telling you, that I'm showing you, is that there's more people trying to sell 721 than the amount of people on the bid that are trying to come in to buy 720. Because of that, the price went down, and there was a 1 minute candle that actually gapped down. That was this candle here because of the amount of pressure that he had. From this candle, That was the candle 718, 720. We got the low 720 here. It dipped because there was too many people selling, and it dipped to 717. Then he got a little bit of support because support came in on the bid. There was many people that wanted to come in. There was more people buying the 717 level. That showed on the bid that the people that wanted to sell at a price. You gotta read the numbers to see how big the orders are. The colors will reveal how many market makers are selling on a price. This is the reason why you see the different colors. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, we got consolidation of Macys here. Gotta give it a minute. Low of the 5 minutes, 736. Go to 737. 736 now, the 1 minute. Holding that area though. 736 right here is holding. So now I wouldn't short this spot. 736 shows showing a little bit of support on that area there. Many times he has retested that area, 736. Showing a little bit of support right there, 736. So I wouldn't be short right here though. Gotta watch a 740 high of that 5 minute candle though. Any questions on the explanation I just gave you? Like you guys, are you guys getting what I'm trying to teach you with those pictures there? I mean, I'm trying to do live commentary here in regards to that picture, so you guys can see exactly what to look for. Two more minutes on 5 minutes. Macys breaking down. This flush I'm not gonna chase. On top of that, it has a short sale restriction, so you gotta put the oh wow, look at this. You gotta put your order at the ask. Thinkorswim, the green and red, they mean buying and selling though. Thing is, like, you gotta look at where the level 2 is sitting and look at the numbers going through on time of sales to determine if those numbers are going through the bid or the ask. Now, one thing that level 2 has in Thinkorswim is that sometimes you see level 2, the bid of the ask, you got numbers that turn green and red on the level 2. I'm not talking about time of sales here. On Thinkorswim, when you see the numbers on Thinkorswim in different spot and the bid and the ask, sometimes they get green and some numbers are red. So when you see red, people trying to sell, depending if it's on the ask. If it's red on the ask, people trying to sell. If it's green on the ask, people trying to buy the ask. If it's red on the bid, people trying to short the bid. If it's green on the bid, people trying to buy the bid. So they're trying to cover. All right, so that's the difference on Thinkorswim that other platforms doesn't give you. That you can see what people trying to sell or buy on the bid because of the numbers and or the color on that, on the level 2. Other platforms don't give you that, but then Thinkorswim, it's a little bit tough to read the different levels on the level 2 because it doesn't give you different colors as this one. For example, green, blue, red, yellow as DOS, right? That give you different spots so you can see the colors. A big difference on level 2 in Thinkorswim. Things like they have some sort of a gradient blue, darker and lighter blue, but then to be able to read and see the difference between one level and another, sometimes it gets a little tough. But again, at least you can see red numbers or green numbers on the level 2, so you can determine if people are trying to short or buy using the bid and the ask. And then you can read those things on time and sales as well to see where people are really trying to do the things that they do there. 731 on Macys. Small bear flag pattern formation on the 1 minute time frame. I don't know if it's gonna work really though. I don't feel too comfortable. It's kind of slow now. I wouldn't, I'd rather let it go. I'd rather miss out on the trade than taking a higher risk that I have to, because a clean pattern already happened a couple of minutes ago. And so now looks like it might come down again. But it's just not. It's a little more tricky. It's a little bit more. It's a little slower. And yeah, sometimes trading when the prices are going slow is not as bad as when they're going really fast. I mean, because the thing is that it gives you time to react. Because when the prices are going like bunkers, like crazy, you have to think so fast that sometimes you end up making mistakes. So for now, this little doji on the 5 minutes, which is about to close right now in the next minute, on Macys, it's not such a bad thing. Like, look, you see the low of this candle that's holding here, 731. It's going sideways though, flagging the 1 with a crossover right here on the moving averages on the view app. Like, if it doesn't hold here and he takes down the 731, he might just follow through. We're about to close on that candle in the next 20 seconds. I would like to see this one close at least as a doji. Well, it didn't hold. Might follow through to the downside and retest the 100 simple moving averages down here. 722. Another 10 cents at least. Now it's moving slow. You gotta give it time. Chances are, since this one didn't close on the green side, I would have loved to see this one be green right here, because that consolidation will already happen. Now that consolidation might still keep going on this 5-minute candle that's actually printing right now. Sean, I didn't get that. The analysis supposed to do? What do you mean? I don't understand that. Still selling going through 731 on Macys though. Slow and Friday. Don't. This is normal stuff. Friday into summertime. It's just. This is what happens really. I'm looking at a picture that you sent me. I'm not gonna say the name, but that looks good though. Good planning. I like that. Journaling is actually very important. You don't have to respond. I know that you are listening and you know who I'm talking to or what I'm talking about. Indeed, you're assuming right. CLDX hold it. CLDX hold it. Yeah, guys, I owe you that email watch list over the last 2 weeks. I haven't sent nothing. This last weekends I've been, I don't know. I don't know how many people are opening the emails. Sometimes I post stuff in the group and it seems like there's no response. Like nobody even cares about what I'm talking about. And over the next weekend now, I will send the email watch list with a couple of new ideas. I'm gonna include those ideas for possible bounce trades and decent swing trades and stuff like that. I just, to be honest with you, sometimes I post stuff and it looks like there's nothing there. Like people don't even care. So it's just that I'm sorry, but I kind of took a break from doing a couple of things. I used to do a lot more stuff, and I'm not gonna stop because people don't respond. That's probably the wrong thing to do, but I feel like I just wanted to see if somebody was actually going to say something, and thankfully, yes, I have gotten responses. So, hey, I haven't get that email. Hey, where's the email? I didn't get the email. So, just wanted to see because really I didn't know if people were paying attention to it or not, really. No worries, Sean. Has nothing to do with you, man. No worries. No worries. This morning, as I logged into my Discord, I noticed there was a new member. We have gotten a couple of new members. We are about 140 right now. Actually, maybe 139 now that I kicked somebody out this morning. I noticed that the last person that logged in this morning went into my DM right away to send me a message from the get-go to help me promote my Discord on StockTwist and Instagram and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, man, you just gonna come in and start spamming me right away. It's like, dude, I'm sorry. You're done. Had to kick him out. CLDX green yellow candle 1 minute time frame. Oh, I thought I changed this thing here. 5 minutes. Going back to 1 minute. 1 minute. CLDX. Gotta do something real quick here. 5 minutes. And 5 minutes here. CLDX. CLDX. And I had the purple color. $9.50, $0.50, going right back up. Ooh, no way. Look at that pullback. It's really volatile. Wow, I was wrong. I mean, I don't know if I was wrong, per se wrong, but maybe I was not. I was talking about this consolidation and possible bear flag pattern formation right here, right? on Macys. Look at how it actually pulled all the way to the back. And what is it that we were talking about? 731 right here, right? Yeah, 731. It did move. It just felt like I didn't want to take that trade. Anyway. Yeah, no problem, Sean. No problem, Sean. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, Macys still trending lower. CLDX is pulling here. OXY pull back hard. Take a look at WPX here. CLDX move higher. This one's gonna be volatile today. Oh, look at WPX, how it keeps on dropping. Wow, that was a pretty decent flush though. WPX looking really good. Not much support. 756 in WPS. It looks like it's gonna keep dropping here. A little bit of selling going through 757. Yeah, that's there you go. There you go. Level 2 is looking pretty decent though. For me, I gotta say something here though. And I'm not. I just wrote it right there. You guys know what you talking about. You just wrote something there. I can't deny that there's some people that got affected by that. And I'm not talking about no riots here or the movement that is happening now. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, you know, the virus. Give me a second, guys. Hold on, give me a minute here. All right. So WPX. I can't deny that, yes, the virus, and this or that, and so on and so forth, and all that kind of stuff. Things happen, right? But for me, it's just more than, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, right? I'm not, and I'm saying right, I'm not looking for you to agree with me. I just see this thing more or less up propaganda to keep people slave to their houses. Like how you gonna make people stay indoors due to fear if you're able to go out and protest and there's no consequences? How is it you can't go out and vote safely as people protest safely, not as safely as they say it's safely, because chances are you're gonna get beat up by somebody out there. But and now please don't bring me the white supremacy kind of stuff or white privilege, because I'm not white. And I also don't think that any white person has any kind of privilege over me just because of the skin color. So don't take it the wrong way, please. I hear everything. I just don't have to agree to everything that's said out there. I don't know. I think I'm able to do what I decide that I want to be able to accomplish in my life. If I make a plan and I put the effort, I will be able to achieve what I want. I mean, like, if you don't do nothing, you're not gonna get nothing. If you do something, you're gonna get something. If you plant an orange seed, you can't get a banana. You know, it's just, I mean, just that though. For me, this is more like a stun to open up the possibility. The market is dropping right now. open up the possibility of people not going out to vote. That, according to some people that used to be in government, that brings up the possibility to fraud. And so now they pushing that vote by mail thing that, according to same people that are pushing it now, is open, or at least a few years ago was open to fraud. It seems like now it's not. I don't know how that works anyway, but wow, look at WPX. Let's see. All right. Sounds good. Thank you. Market slowing down. Pretty decent pullback. Guys, it's been kind of slow. You have any questions that you want me to answer to you? Maybe some topic that you have any kind of problems with an order or something, how to place an order, or take a look at maybe a chart or something like that. Let's see. Oh, it's probably not gonna happen. Let's see here. Actually, no. But it's... I don't trust it. CLDX in short in this one. I don't trust a short on CLDX. The problem is a short sell restriction there. I gotta put an order on the ask. I'm not sure about this one. Let me just take a look at oh, there were two questions there. Let's see. Okay. We got two questions. Can you talk about how you first handle yourself when You notice. Wait, can you clarify how I handle myself? You mean like when you start making consistent money in the market, how you handle not to get overconfident? Is that what you're referring to? Yeah, I mean, trust me, I was there, and I've been there many times. Every time I get cocky about putting trades, I end up making stupid trades. Trust me, I still do. Just yet, like 2 weeks ago, I put a order through that got me slapped in the face. I got played by the stock. I got played like I was some kind of violin or something like that. I got played big time. Why? Because I was overconfident. Now, one thing to remember is that you gotta keep on doing your work. You gotta keep on doing the homework, because when we get over, the problem on getting overconfident is that we stop doing some research. We stop doing some research to the stocks that we want to play, because we think when we get overconfident, and here's the thing, hopefully you're following the conversation, and please let me know if you can listen well what I'm saying, because I'm gonna give you the tip now and why things happen. Okay, emotions you're not gonna be able to. You can mitigate. Emotions are still gonna be there. Trust me. I still, my heart still pumps every time I send an order. I control the emotions because I can control the risk. But don't think that emotions are gonna vanish. We are emotional beings. There's no way we can control that. My heart still pumps every time I put an order a little bigger than I want to, and I think about if the trade's gonna work or not. I just, again, the only thing that I can control is the risk that I'm taking. And if I take the proper risk, then nothing's gonna happen. But I still gonna feel a little pinch all the way behind there. Like, you're still gonna feel a little pinch. So the only thing that you can do, look at that yellow candle there. The only thing that you can do is control the risk that you're taking. What happens when we get overconfident is that we stop doing homework, doing research, looking for levels to play, looking for stocks that are looking good, opening up for a possibility, for an opportunity. And when you get overconfident, not you, not me, traders in general, you tend to stop getting up at earlier time of the day to just have another 15 to 20 minutes just to do some research on the things that are moving in the morning. You stop putting 30, 20, an hour into timing the day before, looking for a opportunity on technical levels, or maybe on some kind of news that just got released the night before, putting those stocks on a watch list for the following morning, looking at some plays that you can, or some levels that you can play. So when we get overconfident, we tend to think that we can do so much without with no preparation. It's like going to play ball without shooting basketball. I mean, without shooting that free throw, right? Or the three-pointer, or maybe working out and running if you're a running back, or if you are a receiver, if you play football. There is no way that you're gonna be able to perform if you don't do the pre-work, right? And if you don't do the pre-work, or that to heat up your body and move and do some light lifting or whatever, like, I think a bodybuilder goes to a competition, you see them behind the stage with a little dumbbell, just trying to get the muscle tired, sore, right? Because they want to go out, they want to look good. Well, they preparing before going to stage, and then you see them spray their bodies because that different color gives them a little bit of sense of how the muscles look a little different. They doing the pre-work. So when you tend to get overconfident, you tend to forget that you gotta do your pre-work. And so you come to the market thinking, I'm gonna see a pattern developing in front of me. I'm gonna take a reversal, I'm gonna take a bounce, I'm gonna take a flag, and I'm gonna come in 5 minutes before the market open, and I'm gonna know how the thing's gonna work out. But the thing is, like, the people that actually prepare to do things the day before, or maybe they come into the market, let's say at 8:30 in the morning, and they have from 8:30 to 9:30 to make a watch list of the things that they wanted to scan, and now they can see levels that they can play, is actually different than the other people. That's the problem with getting overconfident, that we stop doing. Confidence is great for trading. What's bad is when we stop doing the work because we think that we're gonna get away with it. That's the problem. So you gotta stay humble. You gotta remember that you gotta put in the work, and that every day is a different day. That yesterday the market lost almost 2,000 points. Today it bounced off 700, almost 800 points this morning. As of right now, we're just 386 points up, right? So every day is different. And so if you don't put in the work to do the research, to see the levels that other people might end up looking at the same time, you're gonna lose out on or against the people that are actually putting in the work. Because why? Because now that you think you're overconfident, your emotions are gonna start playing. Why? Because you're gonna start having a stream of losers, and you're gonna start doubting yourself and thinking, am I the person that knows what he's doing? Like, do I know what I'm doing? Do this, do that. Why is this happening to me? Why am I not able to do this? Why am I not able? It's just that you're not doing what you have to do, and then emotions are gonna come in. You're gonna get out of the spots that you were supposed to just hold for one more minute, and then the trade would have worked out. But then the people that are actually doing the work, they there for the long run. They know what they want to do. They know the levels that they want to play with, and then they're gonna do better than you. Why? Because you didn't do your homework. So I wish that having confidence and being really confident is great, because that's gonna help you think in a different way. Everything that you do outside of trading translate into your trading life, your family's life, your mom, your dad, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, the spouse, the this or that, all of that. If you have a headache, if your back hurts, if you don't eat well, if you don't sleep well, all of that stuff is going to come into this stuff. So being confident is great. The problem with being confident is stopping the work because you think you're gonna be able to pull it off, because you now know how to do stuff, because you have 10 green days in a row. You know that's gonna humble you. So it's not wrong about being confident. It's stopping the work because you think that now, because you having a couple of green trades, now you're gonna be able to pull anything off, right? And you're gonna be able to get away with it without having to put in the time. That's the problem. One of the things that I did over the last few days, last week as a matter of fact, is that I purchased a audio recorder, like a little audio recorder, Sony audio recorder. I'm gonna put a little microphone, And what I'm trying to do is like have videos on YouTube with regarding trading, but a different set of conversation. Not only showing the screen when it comes to trading like this. Yes, I'm gonna still do the recaps and all that, but I want to go into the psychology and the mental game, and maybe just a conversation when it comes to trading, but just the camera and me, the person on the other side and me, you and me. I'm saying you, not one person. I'm saying everybody. Because when you share the screen, you're sharing an idea or a company or a chart or something. But when you are talking to the camera and the person on the other end of the camera and just having a conversation, and you can go deep into that conversation, I think that will help out more. Because the thing is that trading is about, I think, around 80-85% mental, and then everything else is preparation and knowing how to use the tools. Because you can have the tools, but if you don't know how to use the tools, and for you to use the tools, that everything is here. So you have all the tools. You have a tool shed in your backyard, and you're trying to do some gardening work, but you don't know how to use the tools. We got every tool. Your mind is not going to be able to perform, although you have all the tools. If your mind doesn't know how to do stuff, you're not going to be able to do that. So mental stuff is really important in trading. 80-85% of your performance is going to be mental. It's going to be psychology. It's going to be knowing when to pull the trigger. Because the thing is, like, the patterns could be great. You can see the patterns. You can know all of the details about the pattern. But psychologically, if you're not ready and your emotions are taking over, you're not gonna pull the trigger. You can see the pattern. You can know the pattern. You can have the idea of how you're gonna enter, where you're gonna enter, and what's the risk, and where's profit taking area. And you can know the pattern. It's a beautiful pattern. But mentally, you're not ready to pull the trigger. You're not gonna take the trade. As a consequence of that, you're not gonna make any money. Why? Because mentally, you're not ready to pull the trigger, although you had the tools to work the thing that you wanted to work in anything. Driving, construction, maybe prepping food. You can have all of the ingredients to make a great cake. All of the ingredients to make a great cake. But if you don't know how to make a cake and the steps to make the cake, when this happen, I gotta shake the batter. I gotta do this. I gotta put some more flour. I gotta put the yeast in, and you gotta put the icing at the end, and maybe coloring the icing and doing this and doing that, and knowing how. That's the key. And I hope this actually helps out to anybody. OXY keeps dropping though. Macys good trade today though. Woo! Look at that bear flag pattern on the 1 minute time frame though. You guys recognize this pattern? Look. Coming down, straight, sharp decline. Two pattern formations right here. This consolidation right there, one. And then second one. Oh, I'm gonna have to pull this one off here. Second bear flag pattern right here. Very nice, very nice, very nice. As a matter of fact, let me take a picture of that OXY, share it with you guys on Discord. I gotta say though, my back feels really a lot better since I bought that new camera. The camera that I'm using here now, you can see me here. It's just that I'm more lean towards the back because I was using the camera on the computer, as I mentioned before, and it was not really helping out because I was having like an L type of shape on my body, and it was really not helping me out though. It was just like forcing my back to stay on a level so you can see my face. Nice pattern formation here. Nice consolidation break. And OXY 60, is it? Yeah, I've got a 60, 66, 67. Can you believe I got 67 pictures of OXY saved up on my computer? Sean, CLDX got in 924 and went to 988. You didn't sell because probably you were thinking it was going to $10. Well, the last couple of days that those names have been moving really in a big way. It's just that today being Friday and stuff, I don't know. I think the market is actually going to turn red today, to be honest, into the afternoon. Paul, Macys coming up soon. To be honest with you, that I don't know if you're still around though. What was the time of your comment? I think it was probably just now. Look, I've been looking at Macys since the whole day today. I actually took a decent trade reversal on Macys this morning. Twice. One yesterday, one today. I don't know how Macys is going to perform over the next couple of days now that CV is back in play. Bunch of people talk about coronavirus back in play and that the states are reopening, but the cases are surging up and all of that kind of stuff. So, again, this is Macys. Yeah, they sell stuff online, but a bunch of different. They have a bunch of stores that are. They opened up 400 stores the last couple of days, but if coronavirus still in play though, and things are not going to reopen, I really don't know how fast we're gonna be able to see these things roll back up. At the same time, look at the airlines today dropping as well. Why? Because supposedly there was some news now that the planes are not, for some reason they're having issues on the planes because the planes are so light, right? There's not as much people or as much weight inside when they're flying from one spot to another, and then they have been in instances close to colliding on the air with other planes that have triggered alarms on the air of collusion alarms, and that one particular jet was not able to hold the altitude that they had to because the jet just kept on climbing up because they didn't have enough weight to pull the plane down for some reason. I don't know, but that was in the news this morning. So you can see the airlines coming down. You can see the gas prices or gas stocks going down. You can see the stores, Gap, L Brands, Macy's, Abercrombie going down today just because of the coronavirus. Conversations back in play. God knows if they're gonna try to make people go back to their houses. Now that states were trying to reopen, so it just this all of this stuff is based out of fear, though. I don't want to tell you that it's gonna come right back up right away. Macy's bombing. Sean, are we talking about the same Macy's? Because it's dropping. But again, I don't want to tell you that it's not gonna go up. I just don't know how long it's gonna take because of fears about, and concerns about the coronavirus. Again, back in the conversation. I'm pretty sure that Dr. Fauci is gonna be back in play again. Dr. Fauci disappeared for the last couple of weeks. Now he was back in the news yesterday. Hey, just seen. Now he was back in the news yesterday that, his biggest nightmare. For me, guys, don't take it the wrong way, though. It's just that, I don't know. This is stupid. For me, I understand the coronavirus is there. The people die and all that kind of stuff. But there's a lot of other things that are back in play. Locking people in their houses did more damage than what the actual coronavirus actually did. And that's my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I'm not asking you to agree with me at all. But I don't know. This does a lot of damage, though. For those that are new into the trading stream, that's an invite. If you don't belong there, probably a bot is gonna jump in a second to give you, there you go, to give you the invitation for the group. If you want to come, it's free. There is 139 traders now there, if I'm not mistaken, and we keep on sharing a lot of ideas there. So if you want to come through, you want to be part of the group, you're welcome to do so. If not, we all understand. You got better stuff to do and better places to be. It's all good. I gotta say though, we don't spam. I don't spam. And if somebody spams, they get kicked out right away, just like they did this morning. Somebody came through today, started spamming in the first 5 minutes that the guy came in, started spamming, sending me messages about a couple of things, and got kicked out right away. So we don't spam. We do not allow spamming. And so if anybody is not part of the conversation or you're not part of the group and you want to come through, you're welcome to do so. Any other questions you guys might have? Anybody has a question? Okay. Thank you, Justine. Yes, we are good. Justine, great to see you around though. Well, the next weekend, though, for those of you that are subscribed to the swing trade watch list, again, that's free, by the way, for those of you that are not. Let me just put it here. Let me see. Watch list. I will give you a nice couple of bounce ideas that we can use for swing trading. I like CRC though. I gotta say, I've been watching that one. It has a pretty decent level, and might end up having a support. Today we gapped up. It's got a pullback indeed so far, but I think CRC has a decent possibility that we can see it come right back up again, and a decent island gapper on that one there over the last few days. Any questions? Bird flag pattern 1 minute time frame OXY. Low 1789. Low 1789. I was hit right here. Let's see. Not much support though. I think what's gonna happen here in the 5 minutes on OXY is that we're gonna start flagging here. Although it broke the prior low on that bear flag formation on the 1 minute time frame, we're gonna start to flag around on the 5 minutes here. Look, I think this is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna start going sideways here, right? We're gonna flag around here a little bit, and then there's a possibility that it's gonna follow through the downside. For now, I still believe that on the 5 minute time frame, we'll see a flag formation pattern on OXY before it has any kind of follow through to the downside. The spider of the S&P 500 ETF, spider ETF, you know, it's also flagging on the 5. As you guys know, I have a dedicated window just for the spider. I want to make sure that I see how the overall market is actually moving, especially when I'm trading stocks like Macys, Gap, airliners, cruise liners, and all that kind of stuff that have a beta, decent beta, moves pretty much like the overall market. I want to know what the sentiment of the market is to realize where the actually trend will keep on going, right? So I want to know what the overall market is doing when I'm trading all of those stocks with a decent sized beta. So for now, you can see that flag formation still developing here on the 5-minute time frame on OXY. I gotta go back. Can you retype it in? Just not to get confused, because I don't know exactly where to find the question. So not to have to scroll. If you can kindly just retype it in so I know what to answer. Okay, we're breaking the flag here. And we're gonna flag around a little bit. Of course it's okay to take days off. Let me give you an explanation. When you take a step back and you give your brain a little vacation from work, for example, if you go to a spot and you do the same thing every day, things get kind of redundant. And you get a little tired. How do you feel, even though you like what you eat? Think about your favorite food. Might be, I don't know, you like salmon, fish, green vegetables, burgers, pizza, soda, whatever it is. Favorite food. If you had the same food every single day, would you get tired of it? I will get tired of it. As a matter of fact, I don't think nobody would like to eat the same thing every day. So when you give your brain a break from the same activity, you take a step back, you go and you have a walk, and you take 1-2 days off from the market and try to just woosah away from the market, not know exactly what's going on. Not having any open positions, though, I wouldn't recommend that you do that if you have open positions. But if you're gonna say, I'm gonna take 2 days off from the market, and then just work on me, just sleep in, just play some Xbox or a computer game, or just go to the beach, or just enjoy time reading a book, whatever. Once you come back, and this is a book. Let me just try to see if I can find a book. Give me a second here. I read this book, and this is an amazing book. It's a rhino. Hold up, give me a second. I'm gonna try to put in a link here so you guys can see it. But basically what the book talks about is the rhino. A rhino is in the jungle. Rhino, a rhinoceros, a rhino, you know, an animal, just like an elephant, the rhino. You know, you're a rhino in the book. He talks about you. You're the rhino, and you're in the jungle, chasing another animal, and that other animal that you have to catch, you're the rhino. It's called success. Yes, that other animal that you have to catch, and this is what the book is about. That other animal that you have to catch is called success. You're the rhino. Rhinos have thick skin, and they prepare with big muscles and big legs and a horn and the kind of toughness of themselves. But there's a lot of things that come into play being a rhino, because other people or hunters will shoot at you, and although your thick skin, it's really thick, but it bothers you. There's the heat. There is the mosquitoes. There's other things that you get tired, not having sometimes not the food that you need at the moment, and you go around every day doing the same thing, chasing that animal called success. And the closer that you get to that animal can spot you because they have a sense of smell. The scent of you being a rhino, they can spot you from far away. And even when you try to get close to that success, again being the animal, that animal starts running. And the more you run behind it, the faster the success runs from you. And so what the book says and recommends is that you take a rhino vacation, a rhino break, and get into a spot where you can get into the water or the mud, right? And you get muddy, you get into the mud, and you sit down and you relax and you take a couple of breaks. Because when you do that, once you take a rhino break and you just relax, you lay back for a couple of days, once you come back to chase that success animal, you're gonna feel the power in you, you're gonna feel the strength in you, your mental capacity is going to increase. Yeah. So also the book teaches about not complaining about paying taxes. The book teaches that what you should strive for is, for example, if you have a salary of $40,000 right now on a job, to strive to build something so big that it will turn to be 1 year's salary just in taxes. For example, that you strive to build something as big that you're making so much money that $40,000 will be your tax bill for that period of time, right? So if you're making $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 a year as a salary, that you strive to make so much money that your tax bill translate to that $40,000 tax bill, $100,000 tax bill. Why? Because that means that if that is 20% your salary, or your money, or 15% now, depending on the corporate tax. You know, they cut the taxes the last couple of years, but that means that you're making so much money that you're paying taxes on what you used to make in a whole year. Like your tax bill is as much as what you used to make on a job in the whole year. But again, it's just a book teaching you how to think in life in general. And again, I'm hoping that this type of explanation helps out. But that was the first one that got into my mind, and I thought of sharing it with you. Let's see. No problem, man. I'm glad I can help. Let me see if I can find a book, a PDF that I can send over to you, or maybe a link in Google that you can probably get and read it later. It's a very interesting book, though. Okay. Let me see if this is actually the book here. I also recommend you guys read The Richest Man in Babylon, though. That's actually a pretty decent book as well. Let me see. I found a link. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's called this is how it's called. It's a really good book, though. It's old book. It's a very old book, though. Like, I grew up. What I think I got the book when I was like maybe 12. My dad, my aunt, and a couple other people, you know, they had the book and stuff. It's been a long time since that. It's probably 20 years, more than 20 years, really. Wow. Good day overall. Good day overall. I feel pretty happy about the performance, really. Gotta say. Sean, one tip, and don't take it the wrong way. If you ever hear somebody take a position in a stock, if you don't do the research first, don't buy or sell the stock just to follow along. No, don't try to mimic people's trades just because. It's always good to do some research first, because remember that the other person might have a risk tolerance, a risk level, and they already know what idea they have, where to get in and where to get out, and you might not know exactly what they're thinking, and because of that, the risk that you're taking could end up being a little bit more than you want to. So always do some research first before putting any money on anything, no matter who says that they buying something or selling something. Make sure you know your risk, and because at the end of the day, it's really your account, and it's it's your responsibility to know the best, to do the best thing you can for you. So don't try to mirror people when they're trading, because that can end up being a little dangerous. This is the reason why I don't try to tell people exactly get in here or get in there. I tell you guys what I'm looking at and what I will do myself, but I don't tell people do this, do that. I don't sell signals, I don't give signals, I don't get advice like that, buy or sell stuff. At the end of the day, that it's a little bit lazy. I think people want to make money, but they don't want to put in the work. They want other people to tell them where to buy or sell, and I don't like selling signals though. Although I don't sell, I'm not selling anything. But I don't like telling people, giving people signals of buy here, sell here, do this or do that, just because I don't think it's convenient though. Wow, then, dun dun dun, you make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Oh, I'm looking at a picture somebody sent me here, huh? Looking good. Remember something always. Measure your risk, and accordingly, you position yourself to try to win. Okay? Always be careful of holding overnights or over the weekend. But measure your risk and try to position yourself for a win. For a win. Congratulations! And I feel so good for you, man. Feels so good for you, man. See, it's paying off, right? Guys, we're rolling into midday, getting a little slow now. I'm probably not going to take any trades here into midday now anyway, so I'm going to take a little moment to make the video recaps on the trades, and I'm going to be uploading that on YouTube a little bit later today. So let me take a moment here to take a step back. I want to thank you for the time here with me today. Thank you for coming through. For the new people, thank you as well. I hope that if you like the stream, you subscribe. If not, please, those of you that are now in the stream and you haven't liked the stream, I appreciate if you do like the stream. Give it a like so that YouTube actually shows the stream to more people down the road. Maybe I'm not getting paid for this stream anyway. I don't. YouTube changed the rules on the 4,000 hours of how do you call it, of watch time, and they took like 1.5 thousand hours away from me, so I was really close to getting the 4,000 hours, and they took them away. Because they changed some rules. I don't know how that happened. There was a lot of people complaining in regards to that, but now I have to keep on working to be able to get those 4,000 hours and the more subscribers too, because I don't have them as many subscribers as I need to be able to monetize. And although YouTube might not even send a big check, I'm not saying that, but what I'm trying to say is what I do here is I'm not getting paid to do this. So if you can at least give it a like, I appreciate that. If you don't want to, it's okay, I understand. But for the people that do like the stream, I appreciate if you like it. And I will keep posting stuff on Discord. You guys, we're gonna keep the conversation rolling. I will see you guys a little bit later. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you. thank you. I appreciate all of you guys, and I will see you guys a little bit later during the day. Yeah, I think, let me see. There is a, let me see, support here. There is a support channel on Discord. That's also the link right there if you want to donate. Listen, if you do that though, I will give you more permissions on the Discord group, and you're gonna be placed in the role as, and I'm not asking for an amount, any amount, even if it's like whatever amount, you will be placed with the role of supporter. You're gonna be on the top of the whole list, as giving you more importance and also having more permissions to navigate inside of the group. So if you decide that you want to do that, that's the link inside of the Discord group. There is the support channel as well. You can find the link there, and I appreciate that if you want to do that. So I thank you for that. And anyway, guys, I'm gonna take a step back here and enjoy the rest of your day. We're gonna keep the conversation rolling on Discord, like I said, and I will make the video recap now to post it later on YouTube. Sayonara for now. Enjoy. I appreciate all of you guys. Take care.